Generational clash and bad communication. Because there are generational gaps in nursing, this can be an increasing source of friction in the workplace. As previously mentioned, there are typically four distinct generations of nurses currently working alongside each other. As such, each generation has varying work ethics, comfort level of technology, attitudes towards authority, and of course, they each communicate differently. Poor communication subsequently causes intergenerational conflict, as you have the different collective personalities each clashing with each other. Generational clashing leads to miscommunication, which in turn hinders teamwork and collaboration, which is necessary in nursing. This can lead to poor patient outcomes. For example, if there's poor communication on the unit, you might see a new millennial nurse who's clearly drowning, and because of generational clashes, he or she may not want to communicate the need for help to an experienced veteran nurse who sees her struggling, but is not willing to assist the millennial because, of stereotypes. You might say the millennials are more tech savvy. They might tend to be know-it-alls and things like that. But on the other hand, you could also see veteran nurses struggling on the unit because a veteran nurse is not tech savvy and is used to old school paper charting, and therefore is not comfortable with the electronic health records or other forms of informatics. It is then easy to see how an environment not only disrupts work morale, but it also makes nurses more susceptible to medical errors. This affects patient safety. Another example of to show how poor communication can cause a medical error, consider the different styles of communicating. For instance, veterans, baby boomers, and Generation Xers all prefer face-to-face communication, whereas millennials, we're the texting generation. You could see now how the different forms of communication vary and might be prone to causing a medical error. For example, if you prefer verbal communication, it's easier to make a mistake when you're getting an order from a physician, even if you read it back, if you're taking a verbal order. Whereas texting, you can see if he gave you a clear order to begin with, and you can also, if it's not clear, you could further clarify by texting them back. It's also quicker and makes working as a nurse more efficiently.